Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Hoovy186 back again with another video, and this is the Kickass 6 Episode 3. This is Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown Impressions. Now, this game is pretty much an updated version of Virtua Fighter 5, which came out, I think at the beginning of the PS3's launch, and then it came out for the 360 with the online edition mode that wasn't in the PS3 version. So this game's actually been out for a little bit in the Japanese arcades, and now is being ported over here. I forget what it was just after E3 when the game was released on console. So just here to talk about the game. As far obviously graphically, the game still looks beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Virtua Fighter 5 when the first one came out, when Virtua Fighter 5 came out, it was a beautiful game. It looked amazing. It definitely was one of the better looking PS3 games to come out at the time. And then and Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown really just improves it. Just a little bit. It didn't need much graphical. It didn't need a big graphic leap. The game still looked amazing, and it definitely still looks amazing. The character models are awesome. The stages look awesome. Everything. It looks good. The game looks great. It definitely looks great. They added 2 new characters into this game. They added a karate master named Jin Kujo, who I haven't really used him all. I really haven't used him all that much, and I really haven't used him all that much. But but he seems straight. The other dude who I have used a lot was what's that dude's name? I forgot his first name. I actually have the game on right now. Oh, Taka Orishi. That's the guy's name. He's the sumo wrestler. He was in 3, and they brought him back for 5. I've actually used him a lot. And I do have some gameplay of him. I don't know if I have it here. I have to do the video editing and stuff like that. I don't know if I have him in this video, but I do have gameplay footage of me wrecking shop with him. So I like using him. And one of the things about Virtua Fighter that I've always liked over Tekken, even though Tekken might by far my favorite 3D fighting game, bar none. The thing about Virtua Fighter that I really do respect is that the fighters utilize their fighting style a lot better than they do in Tekken. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly. It's hard. I was trying to decipher how I would explain this, but you look at a guy like Jackie Bryant, who is my favorite fighter in Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown. He has a similar fighting style to Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee Jeet Kune Do, that's Bruce Lee's fighting style. He fights just like Bruce Lee. And you look at Taka Arishi, he fights just like a sumo wrestler. With Tekken, you really have to you pick out a couple moves to use on your opponent, and stuff like that, and then that's how you fight. You always have a bound, with the bound system, you try to decide, you try to pick out the commands to do combos and stuff like that, which is cool, which I like, but they don't. But most of the fighters don't fight the way that their fighting style is portrayed, the way that Virtua Fighter portrays it. Like Lei Fei. I don't know what is monk style fight. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called specifically, but yeah. But all the fighters they have they really utilize their fighting style the way that they should, and I really do like that. I don't know if I explained that correctly, but whatever. What else do they have? Obviously one of the things about Virtua Fighter 4 and Evolution and 5 that they kind of took out in this version of the game was this mode. I forgot what it's called, where you would go around to these fake arcades and fight computer generated users. And you fight them, and then after you win the fight, you get money, and you get money to help customize your character and stuff like that. Now in this game, they took that out to a degree. What they decided to do was give everyone the costumes. I don't know if I can't remember if I paid for them or not, or they were free. But they all the costumes and stuff, and they added some new stuff too. All the costumes and stuff like that, they had it. You're able to access it, all of it right out of the chute. So you don't go to arenas to earn money to customize your character. What they did do, they added this mode where you got to fight a group of like it's kind of like you pick out and I guess I don't know what you call it. I have the game on right now, so I'm gonna try to see. I'm trying to figure out how would you call it. The mode where you find this in is called special sparring, and you basically you get to choose between a group. It's kind of like you go. It's basically like a group of arcades where you'll have like a set number of stages. So let's say one group will have like 7 stages for you to fight, another group will have like 8, and another one will have 9, and so on and so forth. So it's kind of similar to the mode that they had in 5 and 4 and stuff like that, where you get to go around and earn money and stuff like that. But obviously you don't do that here. Another thing that they have is where they have license challenge, where they where you basically do a set number of matches. I think it's 5 or 6. I don't remember. Where you're supposed to utilize a skill, a certain skill, a set number of times. So let's say striking, you have to do a 5-hit combo in each of your matches. You know what I'm saying? So in another one, they have defensive where you have to block this many attacks and still win the match and stuff like that. They also have traditional arcade mode, like Virtua Fighter 5. All Virtua Fighter games, from my understanding, do not have a set story. So there's no story mode in the game. It's straight up fighting, and that for some people could be a bad thing, could be a good thing. It depends. And also have score attack, where basically you fight to earn points, and you're ranked on how many points you have. They do have 2-player versus online mode. Online in the game seems to be very good. Like I really haven't had any. I didn't have any problems with the online, so that's fine. Obviously you have practice. You could customize your character very well. I do think, however, that the customizing in other games have kind of overshadowed Virtua Fighter. Because Virtua Fighter was, at least I think so. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, you could correct me. Virtua Fighter was the first game to feature a mode where you could customize your character. They had it in 4, I think. Yeah, they had it in 4. That was the first time they had it, and it was the first fighting game that had it. Since then, you have games like you have Soul Calibur has done it with 3, 4, and 5, and Tekken's had it since 5. And I do think that the Tekken team and the Soul Calibur team, I think they've done a better job of giving you options to customize your character. I think that Sega needs to step it up with the next Virtua Fighter game, if they make a next Virtua Fighter game, which I wish they did, which I would hope they did do. So pretty much that's pretty much about it. It's basically just a revision, an update of Virtua Fighter 5. If I had to give the game a score, I'd probably give it a solid 8. It's definitely it's a good update, and I think that especially if you got this game for free, man, dude, this game is awesome, man. If you don't have this game, I would suggest to get the game, even if you had 5. Like if you have 5 on the PS3, I think you should get the game. I really do think. I mean, with the Xbox, I mean it's different because that version already had online. So yeah. I mean basically, I think this game is great. You know, another great game of the Kickass 6. Anyways, this is Who You 186. I'm out.